Hey guys, not sure if you can hear me. I'm gonna wait for everybody to enter the room. Just a second, guys. I'm gonna go. Would you mind turning off? I'll just watch the. How's it going, guys? Mac here. I guess I get this live stream started off. I was just gonna kind of take you, uh, basically from our website and kind of show you what baking is about and what we do, what Krypstar does as a bakery, what services we provide, and kind of how you can track Baker and how it's doing, its performance, things like that. And as more people come in, I'm gonna go ahead and take questions. So please just type your question in the question box, and I'll try and track the questions as they come in and take note who asked the questions. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, see, this is our Krypstar Bakery website, right? So you can see we have a little oven here. Basically, in Tezos, baking is basically staking. And other state currencies, it's called staking, and in Tezos, it's called baking. So that's the only real difference. Um, So we actually don't provide when you stake to a bakery in Tezos, you don't have to worry about actually you don't have to worry about actually staking it and then unstaking it. You can basically stake it to a baker and then just move your tokens around, and then it'll take snapshots exactly of when your tokens are in your wallet, and then those snapshots will make dividends after you or will make the baking rewards after certain period of time, about 30 days. Okay. So basically you can make like 10 wallets, and you can delegate them all to the baker of your choice, and then they can all earn staking rewards. We need to update our website. Our fee is now actually 12%, but the fee is basically just like basically sort of a small percentage taken from the baked the rights that sorry, a small percentage of the fees, or of the fees and of the baking rewards, taken from the delegators and just to put in the baker. And at Krypstar, the way we do it is we go ahead and we use a bank vault, and that kind of stores all of our company's baking rewards, and we just store it in there. And for example, sometimes we pay for promotional things for the community. Sometimes we pay for publicity. We used our baking rewards recently to buy a little sign on the object.com billboard. So yeah, we've been trying to do things like that. A lot of times for the bakeries, you really want to pay attention to the team behind the bakery. Some bakers don't pay attention. They don't update their nodes like they should. And that can be really, really like bad for you as a delegator because you lose your rewards. Sucks. So yeah, I definitely recommend making sure you check the baker's proficiency, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So usually what I do when I want to check a bakery's proficiency is I go to TZ Stats, and TZ Stats has a very nice visual for doing it very quickly. There are other tools like Baking Bad and things like that. So when you go to TZ Stats, go to Krypstar Bakery one. That's right. So you can see our bakery right here. We have all these green, those blue spots, and that means that we have successfully endorsed. And this dark red one, it means we missed a bake. And this happens very often because there's so many endorsements and bakes. Most bakers do miss a varying amount. It's usually about 2 to 3%. I don't know any perfect bakeries out there right now. This light blue one means that we made the bake, and as you can see here, you can see on the top it says baked 1, endorsed 2. And this light red one, this means that we lost endorsements. So we lost 1 endorsement in this thing right here. Can you guys hear me, by the way? I see people watching, but I don't know if anybody can hear me. Is it working properly? Someone might give me a thumbs up. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, basically you can see this is a cycle. So there's, I think there's 256 these little blocks in a cycle. I think. I mean, don't quote me on that, but they recently changed it with the upgrade to Granada and made things much faster. Awesome, great. So as you can see, we're on cycle 4110. Each cycle lasts about 3 days. So if you multiply 4110 times 3, you get like, what is that? About 4 years. So that's about how long Tezos has been live. So that's an easy way to calculate things. Right here on the balance, see, this is our baker balance. We've been slowly depositing bonds because as your baker gets more delegations, you need more bonds to cover it. And I think in Tezos, it's like right around 8 to 10%. So you need to hold at 10%. And right now you can see up here in the top right corner, this is a very important number we look at a lot. This is basically the max capacity and then how much staking balance you have right now. So you can add these numbers together to get your full capacity, which is here's about 550,000 Tez, which means we have about 50,000 Tez in the bakery. And you can see here, like it's exactly what I said. It's 52,000 full balance. So that's an easy way to go ahead and like calculate how much space you have left. You can see this little space bar right here, little gray space. That's how much space you have left. So basically we did this. We're hoping to get a big delegation today, so we made some space last night. As you can see, I deposited some Tezos over there yesterday. So you go ahead and head over to these other tabs. Taking a while to load. I'm gonna refresh the page. Maybe it's stuck for some. I was wondering, you guys hear the background noise? I tested the video, but I wasn't sure how good it cuts out the background noise. Yes, has progressed so much. Oh, looks like there's no tokens. Okay, so you can see here, I look at this rewards section quite a bit. Sorry, not rewards. I look at income. So the income, you can see each cycle is our income. Basically, this is 5 cycles ago. And after 5 cycles, your income is released. So our last payment was right here. Okay. Oh, thanks. So you can see this is released, and that's about each cycle's 3 days, so it's about 15 days, right? So after you basically bake the blocks, is this up here? 15 days later, you should get the payments for that, and then another 15 days to get rights. So that equals 30 days, right? So the whole thing goes 30 days. So as soon as you become a baker and you get the 8,000, you'll start getting baking rights 15 days in, and then 15 days after that, you'll get unfrozen baking rewards. and that's how that works. Delegators, this is how you can kind of see who's delegated to you and who's the highest delegator. So you can see this one, QZZZ4. I think that might be a Quipus swap pool. Here, that one. Okay. And just to let you guys know, I didn't want to show the messages in here, but if you guys are looking for help to set up a bakery, you can of course email me mac@krypstar.com, and we can help you guys get set up. And also, if you want to go ahead and like head over to Tezos Stack Exchange and ask any specific questions. I used to answer a lot of questions there. I don't go on there as much anymore. But also there is a Tezos Slack. I don't really want to post it public because I don't want like bots to come in. But there's actually a dev Slack as well as a baker Slack, and that is the best way, 100% to get any information on how to become a baker. Okay. I think next topic. If nobody has any questions, let me know if you guys have any questions anytime. I mostly made this tutorial just for anybody who wanted to had specific questions regarding this, but I also have some topics I could cover. So just to kind of let you guys know, kind of switch topics. I'm not sure what you guys are interested in exactly, the viewers, but I want to switch topics to NFTs because that seems to be a big hype right now. So usually for NFTs, I go to Twitter. And for Twitter, very, very difficult to go ahead and figure out exactly what you need to know. So you just kind of got to check it every once in a while. Some of the really big NFTs on products on Tezos right now is Rocket Monsters is one of them. And I did a video on them recently. They're a pretty exciting, I don't know, project. I really like the art, and also the game design seems pretty cool. I am a little bit edgy on like what the tokenomics of the game are and like exactly how it's play to earn. But hopefully they have some sort of system that allows us to, I don't know, make interest on there or make money on the Tezos that we put into these NFTs. Otherwise, it could just be a skin. I have no idea. So I would, if you want to wait a bit and or if you want to get it now and be an early adopter, and then they come out with some great tokenomics and you just buy it because you like the art, you can do that. Or you can wait until they release a more solid like plan on how the users are going to get paid, or how you're going to get the payment for the, what do you call it, for buying their NFTs or whatever, how you're going to make money on your investment or whatever. So you can do either one. With Tesotopia, they made it clear that they're going to reward the early investors, and that was a very big point that Joab made when he first created that project. But with this, I'm not exactly sure. However, I just really like the art, and I thought it was a really cool concept, so I jumped in, and then I really like some of the characters, so I jumped in on those as well. Another project that is pretty popular is this Mad Hatter's Club. This is pretty popular as well. There's two bunny games on Tezos that are pretty popular, the Mad Hatter's Club and some bunnies game. And I got into it, but it seemed like sort of a pyramid scheme. However, if you like the sort of way that they put it together, it has really interesting mechanics. You basically buy things in the marketplace. You can combine them, I think, and burn them. Go ahead and get new items and upgrade and things like that. They had a whole carrot system that didn't seem kind of a little bit pyramid schemy at first, but I talked to a few people who like kind of enjoy their Discord and their games and everything. So it requires a lot of focus. Project Neon is another one, and this is actually a guy named Flyghor, run by a guy named Flyghor. I don't know his real name, but he actually runs two other projects that you can get involved in. And if you want to know more about that, I can give you the Discord. They're starting a season 2 soon of the Flyghor. I think it's Pirates. No, season 2 of Pirates is coming, but right now it's just they're doing a season 2 of Punk Do. Yeah, Punkdo. So I actually wasn't able to get on Punkdo, so I'm still trying to get a character for that. But basically, with these projects, he's a very what you'd call it exactly. It's not like an Ethereum project. It's very much homebrew. Like he's doing it to create a story and involve the community. So basically, you can take your NFTs. They don't cost that much for him. He doesn't. He's not a big like. Things kind of blew up because of Neon, and the prices on all the NFTs went up just because of that. But in the beginning, everything was like 1 or 2 Tez to buy most of his stuff, and I really like the fact that he's very humble about it. His art is very good, so it kind of lets you know that on Tezos, if you see something that you like, it's better to buy it if it's not too expensive, and then just hope that the project does well. Because a lot of times, the really good artist will get picked up to a project, or they'll get an idea by being in the Tezos ecosystem. They'll get an idea, and then they'll start doing a project, and then they'll reward their early investors, or they'll just throw something back to their community. And so I don't recommend trying to jump so much on something that's hyped. Jump on something that's hyped and you like it, that's great. But if it's hyped and then you don't like it, I wouldn't do it. There were some Tez punks that had a little bit of hype. There's 2 or 3 types, and then there was one that had like weird, glitchy face and stuff like that. I think it's written in like the DOS or something. DOS punks, maybe? What it was called, but DOS punks I didn't really like it that much, so I just didn't buy it. But I do know that that did really well as well. The floor was like 400 or 500 Tez. Let me see. So anything done by Flyghor, I would pay close attention to, and to get involved in the Discord chat for that. He doesn't do it on Telegram. He does it on Discord. And of course, yeah, I would definitely recommend getting into Tezotopia if you can. The secondary market is pretty good. Um, so you can see on the map, I can kind of show you what it looks like here. I really like Tezotopia. I've been involved since the very beginning. I remember there was a big scramble, like there was a big scramble for the middle plot right here with the volcano and the Tezos sign. It was like everyone thought it would go at like 5,000 Tez, but it went all the way down to 2,000 Tez, and then he announced it on Twitter, and I was watching the Telegram. But yeah, they have a bunch of cool plots, and his idea is to basically go all the way out, like all the way out as far as you can see, even scroll further than this, and people will build their own plots. So you can be your own NFT artist, and you can play the game. And his game is not going to be just like some boring like Ethereum game where you just have to click and reload and click and reload to mine your was it Alien Planet Aliens or something, and you had to like click to mine, and the graphics were horrible. He's planning to have really nice gifs and things like that to entertain you while you have a tactical game that you can play in your browser, so you don't have to download anything, and you can play it like on the go on your iPad. And that's one reason I really like this game. It's very convenient. It does require some brain use. It's not just mechanical clicking. The art is pretty nice, um, and that's why I've stuck with it the whole time. So I have nothing on. I'm not even logged in though. Oh, look at this! They have a new labyrinth out. That's cool. I guess this just came out. It's like Chutes and Ladders. I really like this one. Like I really like this land, but it's too expensive. Put it up for 50,000. Like I said before, if there's anybody new watching, I don't know. But if you have any questions, please feel free to ask it in the comment section. I'm watching the comment section. I'm just going to keep talking and like showing off different projects. I already went through baking a little bit, how to like kind of manage a baker. But if you have any baking questions, more in-depth questions, then please go ahead and ask me, and I'll let you know. Another really cool project that's coming up that you should probably check out is this one called Neons. I just ran across this like 2 days ago, but I remember Neons for Flygo Neon Project Neon. It's kind of weird that they both have the same name. I was like, that kind of sucks. But this guy is a really cool artist. I really like he's gonna have music with the NFTs, and they're all gonna be generative music, I guess. So that's really cool for me. Um, Community seems pretty chill. They have a nice Discord chat. So if you're interested, please just leave me a tweet or hit me up on shoot me an email. And of course, I would Oh, okay, I got some questions now. Of course, I'll let you know whatever you need. Okay, so some of the questions, two questions. Do you know how to identify the ways in which the metadata is linked to an NFT? Curious how to identify factors. Would you recommend running a baker between a okay, so let me go ahead and answer the first question for Jake. Do you know how to identify the ways in which the metadata is linked? Okay, so basically, there's two what do you call it? There's two standards in Tezos right now, and I think they're coming out with a third that's going to be cover even more stuff, like I think ERP, whatever it's called in Ethereum. I think it's going to be called TZIP in Tezos. And one tip 1.2 and 2.0. Is that right? That's for metadata, I think. But anyways, I understand how the metadata works. Basically, different platforms, Hen, um, Element, Aquaswap, all these ones, they have different types of metadata, different names for different types of metadata that you can set. And object.com actually supports many types because they have to pull them from all of the different platforms. So that's why they supported Tezos, which has the rarity and all that stuff. So the rarity is part of the metadata, and as well as the let me see, the token ID is a metadata. Oh, sorry, the token ID is given to each token for the FA2 tokens. Sorry, it's FA 1.2 and FA2 tokens. And let me actually, it's easier to show you this. So let's go ahead and head to Better Call Dev. This is a tool I use to kind of like scour the blockchain. This is a good tool for learning how to use the Tezos command line because you can actually output to Tezos command line using this tool. This is kind of how when I did the Tezos thing, I was able to get a lot of Tezos. Is because I practiced with Better Call Dev and I just exported what the command line should look like. So let me see, Tezos will probably pop up. Contracts, Tezos. Oh, this is Granada Net. Oh, Granada. It doesn't really matter too much. Oh, Granada Net is mainnet. My bad. Okay. So then we can go to interact. And as you can see here, it says mint, right? So this is kind of how you want to do it. You can connect your wallet. So you say you want to mint, I think with Tezos, you can mint 10, right? And then source, you fill it in with your wallet address, which is my KuCoin. This is my Temple wallet. And then amount, you don't need to worry about this. Just the mint amount is right. To execute Temple wallet. Sorry, I don't want to execute. Got Tezos client. And this is exactly what you need. This isn't everything you need, but this is what you need. And sorry, I got distracted. I totally went off the metadata thing. But basically, this is how the contracts work. Each contract has a call, right? And this is the call. Okay, and then from those calls, you can mint, and then the minting is. I think of how to show you guys. All right, let's go. I think another good source of metadata might be. The Tizotopia. Okay, so you can see here, Tezotopia, there is types of metadata, right? So basically, you can see here the metadata has integers. So energy is 6, and that's the modifier it uses to go ahead and build your build your energy here. So every time the farm, this kind of allocation, basically you just have to hold the Tezo top in your wallet, and you actually get this energy automatically accumulated that you can claim. So yeah, it's also another good idea. Just I think not many people know this, but before you sell a Tezo top, make sure you claim all the rewards. because if you have a Tesla top and you don't realize it, you're actually getting reward just holding it in your wallet. You just need to claim them. So yeah, this is the different types of metadata anyway. So Uno, minerals, machinery, and then metadata URL. How many editions is there? Okay. So actually, we could copy this. Sometimes you can. No IP that's built in this. Okay. So would you recommend running a baker behind a V? Honestly, with baking, I think it's better to keep it simple. Simple, stupid. Oh yeah. TRD. So I would recommend using TRD as the baker distribution reward distribution. It's called a TRD. TRD stands for. I think it's called. Oh god, I can't remember what it stands for. Tezos. Oh, sorry. Tezos Reward Distributor. That's what it stands for. Yeah. So, with running it on a Raspberry Pi, the problem with running it on a Raspberry Pi is I think my biggest issue with it is that you end up having issues with the USB-C to the SSD. And if you decide to run it on an SD card, you're going to do lots of writes and the SD card's going to die really fast. So honestly, I got a Rock Pi, and the Rock Pi has native M2 support. So the only issue is you have to buy a specific M2 card, and it only supports specific models. And those are all really hard. You have to go on the Rock Pi site and get those models, as well as. And you can run the baker on the Raspberry Pi, but I would use I use my Raspberry Pi, sorry, my Rock Pi as a backup bakery. So in case our bakery goes down with like the nice hardware, I have a backup node and bakery all set up, and then we have our little Ubico HSM set up, and so it's just like a little USB stick in, and it's like a hardware security module that costs like $700, but nobody can steal your private keys. I was gonna make a tutorial, but then I realized that it's better to just get people who are interested, and then I can show them. Um, it's kind of complicated. So, and the M2 hard drives for the Rock Pi were sold out. So, yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're talking about rarities on the platforms. My bad. Sorry, I was going way too deep for what you were asking for. Okay. So in that case, I'll go ahead and go talk. So as you can see here, it's the Tezos collection. And just to give you as another note, you can actually look at all the collections on here on the right, and this is really, really useful for filtering out which projects you want to go for. So go to Tezos, and you can actually see all the Tezos just from that page. Now from here, for me, as I looked at Tezos day and night, I yeah, I look at them in my sleep. It's okay, right before I go to bed. Anyways, so basically you kind of notice that this biker jacket is very nice, right? It's very rare. So you can look at the attributes here, and object.com, they changed their layout. It looks really nice now, actually. Object.com is, I'm really bullish. If they ever launch a token, I'd grab onto that token and hold it tight because it's gonna go to the moon. Object.com is already loads faster than OpenSea, and I don't know why they aren't exactly on. I didn't see them on DApp radar. If they are, you can correct me. But anyway, so these are the attributes down here, right? So you can see the percentage. This percentage, the lower the percentage, the rare it is. So I think biker jackets is it would basically be 4,200. 4,200 times 0.43. Okay. I'm not really good at math. So 0.43. That's gonna be like, oh shoot. Oh, that's why I'm okay, times 0.0043. So there's only, okay, this number isn't right, but there's only 18 biker jackets out there, which means it's a very rare item. So basically, for Tezos, the rarest items are the biker jackets. Small faces are also rather rare, and they're very popular. I think there's only like 36 small faces, small faces in general. And then there is the 6 originals, and there's only one of a kind for each of those. And yeah, and then also like the color, a lot of the cool color combinations, people really like that. Liquid. Well, I did check out Tezotopia a bit already, but I can go back if you want. So Tezotopia is here. Um, Tezotopia, if you want, I can explain it to you. Basically, we'll start from Tez Tops. Basically, Tez Tops, they start off on this big map. 300, there was 300 of them, I think. Uh, yep. And then the big purchases here, they have really high Uno modifiers. As you go out, the modifiers get lower. With Tezotopia, the name of the game is basically for 2 months, your Genesis Tezotops will be creating Uno. So that Uno, if it's 30 Teza Uno and you're making 1 Uno a day, that's 30 Tez a day, right? 30 Tez a day times 30 days. Nine. So that's the price of one test stop. So sell your test stop or not, it's up to you. But in 30 days before the game launches, you actually can a lot of Uno by holding the test stop. However, once that's done, Uno's going to be king because you can just buy Uno, build a test top, and then an artifact, and then it can have a 9x modifier on it. It'll be the same as this one right here. It'll have the same modifier, but then this one has a huge bonus time that it can be mining through. So go ahead and go to the marketplace. I'll walk you guys through the parts there. So as you can see here, each one has 4 types of modifier times 2, 5, and I believe every single Genesis block has at least a modifier of 1 for each. And you use a little bit of energy to get the machinery. I don't remember what the modifier is, but basically this is like a little bit, takes a little bit off this. Then each block definitely has a modifier at least. Okay. No worries, man. This is Stargate block. So basically, let's go ahead and head over to you, explain the units to you. So actually, this mini Mac, I'm surprised it hasn't sold. Oh, this one was actually the original price. So honestly, if you have some Tez to spend, this might be a good deal. He has decent attack and everything. And he is wave 1, and wave 1 stop being sold soon. Wave 1 is, you remember Pokemon, like when you had quick attack? Basically means you have the first attack of the round, which is actually a huge bonus. Because if you can get the first attack and do a complete wipeout of the enemy's team, then you don't take any damage, which means you can use those units for more battles until you have to recharge them. So actually, wave 1 is extremely good. And there is Alu. I don't know if you guys have been in the chat rooms. You've talked to Alu. Alu has talked about there being certain time. Oh, um, there was a blitz. There's a blitz, and I think maybe you can use this once a day. So, but I mean, it was really cheap. So this blitz might, I'm not sure what it does, but I'm pretty sure this might give you first attack advantage. So this is all speculation. We have no idea, but it's kind of in the name, so it's this might be a buy it now though. Please don't buy it. If I remember to buy it, it's the video. This one, lightning strike, common, a rare one, right? It says rare. This is the metadata. That's rare. It means there's not as many copies. It's kind of more, from my understanding, it's more like more status. Also, the Genesis block made the most first Uno airdrop because it was the very first block. I think the first Uno air block it made 12 Uno. 12 times 30. It already made back 400 of its Uno, 400 of its Tezos if you sold the Uno. Or it was sold the Uno. And they bought it for 2,000. Plus they got 35 extra Uno. um, for the other no, they got 12 for the cumulative airdrop. Then they got 15 for the next airdrop. So they've got 30 total, I think. 30 times 30 is again 900 Tezos. So basically, he's already almost paid off half of the Genesis block, and he has the Genesis block. But I don't, and I think the Genesis block, it might have some sort of artifact in it. So from a gaming perspective, I don't think it has a lot of value, but from a sort of like a OG perspective, you could say it has a lot of value. Um, I would place it at probably like be at this once the game launches and if it picks up popularity, 10,000 Tez. But as of right now, maybe 5 or 6,000 Tez. Right now, the only place to buy the Tez top from the marketplace. So basically, let me go to the marketplace. I can give you guys hints as to which ones are good. So you can use this filter on the right. Filter on the right. Got the top one. So you got these three. This is a um, depends. This block right here. This one is a decent price. This special block, it's floating, which means it probably has an artifact inside of it. Um, so, but it's not going to earn you enough Uno to make that price in like 10 years. So if you like the art and you want to buy it and you got a lot of money, maybe go for it. But I wouldn't buy at this price. Um, once Tezotopia, once they get more marketing and things like that, and the hype does come to Tezotopia, it might go for that price. But as of the hype right now, if we can figure out a way to pull the rich Ethereum people over, maybe. But right now, Tezos is like people who are just getting into blockchain, I've noticed, and they don't want to spend all the fees to get on Ethereum. And all my friends, that's what they love about it. They're like, oh, awesome. It cost me like 1 cent to send. I was trying to get in. I went on Ethereum and it was going to cost me $100. Like, well, Ethereum's not going to get any of the new people. We Tezos can focus on all the newbies, and that's why I'm doing this YouTube video. Any other questions, guys? And I'm going to go ahead and pull open my Discord and kind of show you guys some of the Discord channels that I'm in, just so that you guys know. I have it here. Flip it out later. So this is kind of how I. This is very important if you want the Tezos ecosystem because very and easier to organize different like, groups and stuff like that. So as I said, iJack is throwing the neons. I already showed you guys that. If you don't mind just checking that out, I mentioned it. This is going to be very big NFT drop, and they're doing the whitelist tomorrow. So make sure you get on that. Okay. I don't know what the whitelisting process is, but I don't think it's going to be too difficult. And it might be a lottery system, but since Tezos doesn't have as many users, you might have a better chance of getting it than on the Ethereum one. And as long as they're doing a whitelisting system, then I think it'd be a reasonably fair distribution. They just need to watch out for purchase whitelisting. Okay. Go back down. Let me see. What are other ones? Calamint. I do love Calamint. They really push. If you're looking to start a product on Tezos and you're not super technically savvy, but you're like a good gamer, why doesn't use take USA people? Um, Nobody takes USA people. They don't want to deal with the tax situation over there. They don't want to get hit by the SEC. Because Americans are So, basically, you don't have to. I don't know if you have to use a VPN for that, but if you're American, I would just use country. Yeah, I think America needs to figure out their SEC needs to figure out what they're gonna do because Americans are missing out on a lot of stuff. Um, yeah. There was another NFT drop coming on Tezos. It looked kind of funny to me. It kind of went along with the Tezos theme of kind of vulgar. So it's called Soak My Duck. But there looks like their Discord isn't super hypey yet. But I did go to their website and they had some funny humor, but it doesn't look like it's getting the hype it needs. So, oh, but it looks like you can get ducks. Oh, okay, you can get duck eggs. That's one thing. Taco Dudes. This one I haven't heard much about, but I would definitely try and look for this on Twitter and follow it. It could be a very good upcoming liquid. Yeah, I just use a VPN, man. Taco Dudes. This could be a big project. There's nobody in the chat room yet. I mostly stick to Tezos projects, and my friends tell me about the really good Ethereum ones if there is some. I've gotten in on some of them, but I'm trying to stick to Tezos just because I'm an eco-friendly guy. I'm from Oregon, so I mean I'm in Japan, but I always go buy the Oregon beer, Rogue Valley. Um, Another NFT platform I'd watch out for right now is AkaSwap. Okay, AkaSwap right now they're having a like an airdrop to anybody who purchases NFTs of their AkaDAO, and AkaDAO has the same tokenomics as HDAO. It has I think 100,000, and HDAO is 888,000 or no. And I think AkaDAO is 1 million. All right, I messed up. I think it's 1 million. So it's very similar, and they have 4 phases, and the phase right now is getting the most from purchasing NFTs, and they have a really cool thing called gotchas. I'll take you guys to the gotcha AkaDAO website. And this is none of these are promoted. Some of the products like throw me tips or I do bounties for them, but nothing is promoted. So this is just all research I've done. I just like the projects. So I'm shilling. So the gotcha list. Yeah, I aped on some of these. These are only one Tez each. And this is the same person that is making these gotchas. And I love these cute little Tezards. Oh, so cute. I missed this drop, but I did buy this one secondary for premium, but it's okay. The artist was really happy. Anyways, I love these gotchas. They're really fun because you get a random one. When you go ahead and purchase, you get a random one, and whoever gets the last gotcha gets this thing, and they sell out in like an hour. So you have to like watch the Telegram or the Instagram or the Discord, see when they drop, or pay attention. There's no way to get notifications this quarter. Notice they do it like 3 a.m. in Japan time. Okay, it's good to head back to the Project Neon. We already went through this. Project Neon is really um he loves getting other artists who are kind of shy to kind of make things. Um and that's something I really respect about Flyghor. So that's why I really try and promote his project a lot. And like I said during this there's in this live right now, I'm gonna give away one free pirate NFT, and I'll show you what that is. And 2 free pirate NFTs, sorry. Plenty. Plenty is very good. Plenty is good for farming. Um, yeah, I mean everyone really knows Plenty. I think they have the most TVL right now. Um, yeah, I mean I'm pretty bullish on Plenty. X Plenty seems like a cool idea. Um, yeah, they figured out their loading issues. It was had really bad loading time at first, but the team is very responsive to any tickets, and I think they're growing very fast. They're learning very fast on how to make a really nice platform. So I'm bullish on Plenty. I think that the distribution is kind of wavered out, so it might be a good time to buy now. I'm not no financial advice here. It seems like it's kind of hit a minimum price. Sorry, which season 2? for Aka swap. I have no idea. Jobs. Um, back actually. I went here. So how I found out this information. This is how I get most of my information. It requires reading. Very tough for me because I'm a leader. So what is the object? Akadao. Oh, sorry, 5 stages. I lied. So 5 stages. There's 100 Akadao. Kind to each stage. One thing I was curious about was that there was 500 allocated to these stages, and then there's 500,000 that I don't see any information on that. And I don't. It's 11:30 here. Apologize. So, uh, I don't recommend. I'd be really careful. No, no. What am I saying? I am recommending. Oh, Alexa, turn off the living room light. Alexa, good night. Dark now. Okay. Pirates. Oh, okay, my bad. Back to Pirates season 2. They just started Punk Do season 2, so Pirates season 2. Want to know? I'd go over to the Punk Doge. Over to announcements. Announcements. That's how I find my information. So yep. Oh yeah. Pump it, pump. Okay. Let's see. Oh, some other projects. Okay, let's go down. Like I said, Aga Swap I really like. Plenty. Hazards, of course. Rocket Monsters. There's quite as popular to talk about in here as the Telegram, so you can check out the Telegram. Isotopia is dead, is it? This is my Telegram as well. So I'm talking. Oh, and Pixel POTUS. Sorry, I need to mention Pixel POTUS because they are doing their IDO on Crunchy. So Rocket and Crunchy have now combined forces, and I remember they started off separate, and then everyone was like, oh dang, they should put it off together. And then like it took them a while to figure out how to do the mechanics of it. So I'm really glad about that. I love Crunchy, and I talk to the team on Crunchy as well as Rocket quite often, and we team together to try and work on help other projects and things like that. Um, so those are probably the projects. Those are the projects that I really like, anyways. Pixel POTUS is saying they're having the idea on Crunchy, on the 23rd. So if you want to get on the IDO, I think that'll be a very, very nice IDO. There was, if you watched my previous YouTube video, they do have a roadmap for a new game. I want to secretly say I've seen one of the graphics for it. I don't know. Oh wait, crap! This is live. But the graphics for the new card look really cool. Um, and the new card game, and he's gonna have really cool mechanics, I'm sure. And of course, Audacious, he has the most amazing smart contracts and some really creative ideas on how the game and like how it's gonna work, how the economy is gonna work. So getting the Pixel, I think Pixel DAO will do very well. He's never had a he's really good with tokenomics from what I've seen. Yeah. Do you guys have any products that you guys want me to cover more? I do have a couple more I can go. And there's kind of down low products that are very active. Okay, well in that case, I'll go ahead and hop into this one of my favorite projects. This one is a hybrid product. It's run on Ethereum and on Tezos. So it's called Melinder. So basically with Melinder is you can buy different, you can actually buy the NFT on OpenSea. And then you'll come here. And if you buy one of these NFT for the base price, floor price is 0.4 right now. It's not bad actually. He's doing a really good job of what do you call it? Activating the community. Oh wow. So this is actually owned by me here. I was one of the first guys to buy one of his. He made this green for me, but yeah, I'm just selling it because I wanted to get a different. So I got the different one. Just oh yeah. I mean, I really like these They're really cool PFP for like gaming, like profile pics for games. Um, my favorite one is like this Iron Man one here, and this black one. I really like the black. Nice because I actually have the black ones. But you can buy that if you buy them on here. The point is, I think it's if you buy them here on here. If you buy from the pre-sale or whatever, you get involved in the chat, you'll find out. But there are certain bonuses for buying them from him, and those bonuses are you get points in their chat room. So you can go to the query here, and you can type in like /work. You get a certain amount of points. So I got 180. I got 181 churros, and then shop. So you go to the shop and you can buy stuff. So if you buy stuff, and then you can have you got basically a special NFT. I don't know how to list the items. Sucks. But anyways, you can like basically it tells you like all the different items. Oh, here it is. Here's a list. So for this one, you can get for this many churros, you can get the NFT 100. Then you can save up and get the NFT and the NFT 25, and the NFT 10, and the NFT. So it looks like maybe this guy's saving up for the NFT. And this guy sells out pretty fast on object.com or Hikit Nook right now. So I would check him out. And he's very active with the and it's always nice to support an artist who's really passionate. Don't ask me about Crypto Beast or Flop. Crunchy. I love Crunchy. So Crunchy DAO, like I said, you already heard this, but they're combined with Rocket. Basically, in the future, I'm hoping to see a very strong. This is not promises, but I already know that the lead dev on Crunchy talks to the lead dev on Salsa DAO and Spicy. So I'm really hoping that they can really communicate on a deep level, and they can start putting farms on each other's interfaces, or they can host each other's farms on each other's interfaces. So you can just go when you go to Spicy Swap, you can see all of the Crunchy farms on there. Now, this is just my hope. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that would be really awesome. And on Crunchy, they're planning to do an NFT splicer soon, and they're going to use the ghosty NFT. So they're gonna use the ghosty NFT. I bought it along with another guy, and then Crunchy. We all put in like 1,000 Tezos, put it in, and they're gonna slice it up into different parts, and then that's gonna be the first splice on Tezos. We were actually all fighting to get it to begin with, up and try and like do something new on the Tezos block. So I think it's really cool how we were able to like work together like that. That everyone is just kind of really focused on the Tezos ecosystem and not so much on themselves. And that boosts everybody. It's a very, very strong community. I also really like how code crafting. His name is Joshua. He works at Interpop as well. He actually donated 750 of his CR DAO to the Rocket team when they joined. When they joined Crunchy, because Rocket was kind of having some issues. They didn't have their. I don't know what the issues were exactly, but I'm pretty sure it had to do something that that they just had two websites that they had to manage, into a system that really should be made into one smooth, seamless process. But now that it is one smooth, seamless process, you're going to have rocket launch pads, and then you're going to probably have CR DAO that can choose who can do their IDOs on the rocket launch pad, and also Crunchy DAO can also choose how the rewards from from the launch pad get used, from the farms get used. And actually, they're planning to make Crunchy a deflationary token by basically burning it every time. I think it's like every time the IDO finishes, they have a burning mechanism. So announcements. Hey, Mark, you guys any questions? Okay, I'll just kind of go into that right now. Keep behind on this. So DApp as a service model, centralized application, or sorry, DeFi. So they are not falling under the Crunchy, but they're joining the. Actually, the Crunchy dev was the guy doing the smart contracts for. So they were actually working really closely together, but they were trying to run two platforms, which was difficult, I'm sure. And I think honestly, I had a lot of Rocket as well. I was really hoping they would do better than they did, but at the same time, I know that the hurdles they're going through, so I feel bad for them. But I think burning Rocket for Crunchy is fine because you can just we're gonna farm the Crunchy anyways, and it's gonna get diluted. So basically, the Crunchy value just got like I don't know. For me, I was kind of expecting it to go up to like 1.3 or 1 point or sorry, 0.13 or 0.1, but it didn't actually go up. Yeah, oh yeah, I'll just up this real quick and then I'll go to 6. Um, Crap, I didn't actually have a chance to read on the article I got from this. Okay, so exchange listing. Oh, and this is really nice because now they're combining efforts. They can use Rocket's lead on the exchange listing. The Crunchy can get listed on the exchange, which personally I love the Crunchy brand, so I'm really excited. Or if Crunchy DAO, I don't think Crunchy DAO is gonna get. Crunchy might get listed. Boost Crunchy. Like I said, Pixel POTUS is getting launched, and they're going to be working. I'm guessing you're going to have to stake Crunchy token in order, or burn a certain amount of Crunchy token in order to be able to go participate in that launch. So why people are selling Crunchy right now doesn't really. But go ahead and go to the 6. Okay, so the 6P token sale was open. Was open a week, but they delayed. They have fish blog. Derivative. Yeah, the sale is start in a few days, and they're going to have. For me, they asked me to use my affiliate link so that people could use that. Basically, use the affiliate link. It just helps me. It doesn't help you guys. It doesn't hurt you guys. It doesn't give me your coins. It just gives me extra coins. Um, so it's kind of to get influencers. I'm not an influencer. My 2,000 subs, but to get people to try and promote to try and get people to promote the product. It's gonna go up in a few days. Do you want me to explain how 6P exchange is gonna work exactly? Because I did have a call with the guy, talk to him about it. I'll just go into it anyway. You can tell me if you don't want me to talk. So basically, the synthetic assets is kind of work kind of like use. You're gonna use an oracle, and so basically, there's going to be minters of assets, and then there's going to be traders of assets. And the point is for the minters of assets to like mint the asset, and then mint the asset with 6P, and then traders be able to buy the asset and try and get arbitrage, basically between the pricing and the Oracle pricing and things. Oh, and they have not. They last time I talked to them, they hadn't quite figured out what the minting processes will be. But it's not going to be like you can mint all of the coins and you put your 6p pool. Like basically, you can mint a certain amount of tokens at a time for each asset, and then you can choose which asset you want to mint, and then you can sell it on exchange or hold it. Oh, wait, what? I thought they said that they're going to be using 6p to mint, but they're actually, it looks like they're using Tez to mint. Uh, maybe this is just, well, I thought they said they were using 6p to. But basically, if you've ever done UVs, it's almost like that. It's, you're basically minting UUSD, and then your coins will get locked, and then the traders can go ahead and trade on the platform with to that UUSD, buy it or what, sell it, and try and make arbitrage. They use Harbinger or Libra KUSD. Looks like the platform full launch won't be until 2020. So the nice part about XP is they are trying to get motion from across the chain because they're gonna probably have synthetic assets. Harbinger Oracle. I don't remember the Harbinger Oracle that has the list of. There's probably a list here. Yeah, yeah. It's basically like used, but it's like they have a lot more assets, and they seem very proactive about marketing. Contributors from the U.S. are not allowed. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. So actually, the ambassadors, reading this, the ambassadors, you do get a bonus as well. So by using my link, you actually get a bonus to to your sale funds when you do the pre-sale. So make sure you get an ambassador. I'll be putting in the full amount. I'll put in like $10,000, and then if you guys decide to my link, then you guys can get the 1% bonus. Or I think the ambassador. Oh, here it is. Can't contribute. Yeah, I mean, it's public sale price. So basically, the public sale price isn't going to be a set price per token. They said it's going to be like going to be depending on how many people participate. So yeah, not sure what the tokens are used for. Does anybody know what they're used for? You can type me a hint. I thought there would be. I thought you're locking up 6p token for the assets. Ah, there we go. Here, these are the list of the tokens that are on the oracle that they use, the Harbinger oracle. All these tokens that you can mint with the 6p. Back to date. Yeah, it's kind of we'd get like a nice stable coin liquidity by that vote, but the vote that Kevin was trying to push. I mean, I don't know if USDTZ is the best option for a stable coin, but at the same time, it is a Tezos native asset, so it's kind of I don't know, it's sort of a pride thing that we were able, and also he was the only I think they were the only ones to actually make a proposal, which is a big thing to me. Nobody else nobody else has made a proposal except for the main development team. So I thought that was cool. I just think it was communicated, not well, the communication wasn't. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Gonna have to up our bond. Getting some. Oh, he promoted me. Anyways, I'm not sure. Have you guys gone on One Off at all? I like One Off is okay. Honestly, I got by the NFTs on there. Buy it, but I don't know what it does. I think they're all to get the experience with like you have like a 1 in 1 million chance of getting an experience with the game or Doja Cat. And you have a higher chance if you buy the $1,000 platinum card. But I don't think it's even guaranteed about the platinum and or him. I think this XP marketing is over. I think their icon just like two arrows and a sex P in the middle. And the name is kind of weird too. I don't know why. Aesthetics Exchange. Pretty sure what that is stands for, but anything with the name sex in it just doesn't seem like a good idea. But then again, they have a sushi swap and a spicy swap, but spicy swap is fine. So sushi. They could have come out. They could have used Panda Swap instead, you know. But the idea is very cool. I think. Can't wait. The only thing I like about the thing I like about a Solana is that they had one back end AMM. There was nobody competing for the AMMs until Radium came along. Then Radium just took over Serum. They took over Serum. Serum got put in the back burner, and Radium just took over, right? But I think Tezos. I think if we can get one exchange, one AMM, go ahead and provide the liquidity pools for all the other front ends, and the other front ends can have different things, like they can have different types of farms, different things like that. But I think all these different, there's only going to be a few of these AMMs that survive. And I think it's Plenty's doing pretty good. Creepy Swap, of course, is a good competitor, and Spicy Swap just came out, but it's already for the fast loading AMM. But it's really annoying to use. But Ari did just quit his job, the main developer. He quit his job at the beginning of the month. That is confirmed, and he is going to go ahead and be working on Spicy Ball full time. So I'm expecting all the bugs to be completely bugged out by the end of the month. Hold him to it. I don't know if he's actually going to do it, but I think he'll be able to. He moved really fast when he was doing a part, just as a like a really hobby. And I know he worked a probably a really busy full time job, just as a hobby. He did the salsa DAO, so that was pretty. Oh, smart. I like SmartLink. SmartLink, great. However, their DEX loads very slowly, and I would have liked to see the marketplace out before the DEX because that's what they kind of promised us. I don't think that The marketplace would have been cool, so you can like buy stuff with Tezos. That would have been awesome. You can buy OTC, I think. Like idea is like put your stuff in a smart contract. Once you receive it and confirm it works, then it gets like let loose. And then SmartLink can maybe work as a take a smaller fee than a normal like than eBay would, but they would still be much smaller fee. But then they would have a lot less admin. But since they decided to do the AMM, I'm not sure why they did that. And they don't have any incentives to add liquidity yet. So that was kind of confusing. And then they're also have all of their pools on. They have a plenty farm, so that doesn't really. But I think the team is pretty. One of my old delegators, he had like a lot of Tesla. I'm sure he's a really big investor guy. He highly recommended Mac to me because of based on the CEO of the company. I just kind of put in I put it and they're pretty good. But then I also put some in and when it reached like 0.2 or whatever, and now it's half of that, so I pretty much broke even. Their website's very nice. Actually, I thought the name was kind of funny, and also they used the old like metadata format, which is FA 1.2 instead of FA 2, which is interesting to me. But I know FA 1.2 is fine as long as you don't add any other tokens, because FA 2 you can have multiple tokens under one smart contract, but at the FA 1.2 it's just one smart contract. So we keep going here. Oh yeah, and their node if they have a node, and then they'd also have to have an indexer. I think they probably just get as tools. Yeah. Anyways, I think our time is up today. I've gone a little bit over time, and my wife is going to kill me late at night. What was the questions we asked? Oh, I can't. Do you have any? Okay, I'm gonna do the questions again. Well, I like this one. Johnny Little Ears. What do you think the best payments software for the baker running on a Raspberry Pi? I think that was a really good question. Would you mind letting me know your Twitter real quick? We'll wrap it up. Johnny Little Ears. Yep, Johnny Little Ears. Little Ears. Anybody know who Johnny Little Ears is? All right, if Johnny Little Ears doesn't answer, I will go ahead and choose another question. You guys can feel free to ask another question. I can put in another entry. Flyghor is, I think the floor right now is like 50 Tez or something, and plus the ship, which you have to buy the parts for, which is like five Tez, about 55 Tez. Giveaway, and I don't mind staying up late. Little Ears, random. Actually turned out really good. This OBS live. I was really surprised. All right, no other questions, guys. And thank you for choosing the ambassador. Liquid, did you ask a good? Okay. Liquid, are you here still? Jake. Oh, Jake's getting in there. Well, if nobody else is here. Kidding, Jake. Their minimum supply needed. Oh yeah, 8,000 Tez. And we Krypstar Bakery, we do take bondholders, and we have like a contract we sign and everything for our company. So if you're interested in becoming a bondholder, you can you can hit me up on Twitter, and I'll give you my email address, or you can write me an email, mac@krypstar.com. And we take bondholders as long as you put in at least 4,000 Tez, then that's fine. And we do share the fees with our bondholders, depending on your percentage of the bond that you hold. So you can earn an extra like 0.5%. Plus, I was thinking about doing kind of like we sometimes use the Baker funds to buy stuff. So if we do get like a nice NFT drop or something like that, this isn't guaranteed. I have to talk to my partner about it, but we're thinking about like if I'm able to get like buy a bunch of NFTs that are really cool, I can give our bondholders first chance to go ahead and buy it for like the normal price without like listing up second hand exchange or whatever. So if you're interested, please let me know. We are looking for more bondholders right now. Okay, Jake, you're still here, right? I guess you're the only one left, so give the NFT to you. Okay, Jake, sounds good. Thank you, sir. And I'll catch you guys all tonight. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
Bro, we need to pump it. Everybody, go to the Twitter and hashtag the things. Pump it. You know, pump it real good. We need a good pump. Everybody.